Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. NPR reports that Ukraine has successfully made notable progress on multiple fronts against the Kremlin, capitalizing on a period when international focus was largely diverted to the ongoing conflict in Iran. These advancements include significant economic improvements, strategic gains on the battlefield, and favorable diplomatic developments. The report suggests that Ukraine utilized this shift in global attention to strengthen its position relative to Russia, achieving various gains while the world's eyes were elsewhere. Saudi Arabia's Ministry of Energy announced on April 12 that critical east-west oil pipelines and other damaged facilities have fully restored pumping capacity, reaching approximately 7 million barrels per day. This significant achievement repairs a crucial link for oil exports via the Red Sea. The restoration follows a series of Iranian attacks on various targets across the Persian Gulf, which had impacted the kingdom's energy infrastructure. The 750-mile-long east-west pipeline proved to be an economic lifeline during Iran's effective blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. Prior to a 2-week ceasefire agreement between Iran and the U.S. on April 7, Tehran had continuously targeted Saudi Arabia's oil and gas production, transport, refining infrastructure, and power facilities. One pumping station alone lost 700,000 barrels per day capacity, and 3 Saudis died in the conflict. To circumvent the Hormuz closure, Saudi Arabia had quadrupled crude oil shipments from its Red Sea terminals. The recent passage of 2 fully loaded Chinese super tankers through the Strait of Hormuz on April 11, alongside a Greek vessel, signals a notable rebound in oil shipping, underscoring Beijing's exposure to the regional conflict. This news is reported by Ziyoshiba. According to Japan Today, Silicon Valley is grappling with widespread job panic driven by artificial intelligence. At the Human X conference, industry insiders largely offered reassurances, urging workers to adapt by coding smarter, thinking harder, and emphasizing human skills like critical thinking and communication. However, they frequently sidestep the critical question of how many jobs AI will ultimately displace. This comes amidst rising concerns, with companies like Salesforce and Block directly attributing recent layoffs to AI's capabilities. While some economists and tech leaders, including OpenAI's Sam Altman, suggest these claims might sometimes be AI washing, a pretext for other cost-cutting measures, the consensus among many is that AI will fundamentally transform every job. Former U.S. Vice President Al Gore warned against repeating past mistakes, like those made during globalization, by failing to prepare for the inevitable loss of knowledge work jobs, and called for immediate action plans for career transitions. According to Ziyoshiba, Japan's Liberal Democratic Party held its 93rd Party Convention in Tokyo on April 12, where it approved its 2026 action plan. The plan includes the establishment of a drafting committee within the constitutional review committees of both the House of Representatives and the House of Councilors, with the aim of formulating a constitutional amendment draft to be proposed to the Diet. LDP leader and Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi stated that the focus is on incrementally fulfilling the party's campaign promises from the House of Representatives election to enhance the LDP's public support. She also expressed a proactive stance on constitutional reform, asserting that the time has come and voicing her hope for significant progress by the next party convention. The LDP's proposed constitutional amendments encompass provisions such as explicitly mentioning the self-defense forces in the Constitution and strengthening government powers during emergency situations. South Africa's Finance Minister, Enoch Godongwana, and Central Bank Governor, Lesetja Kakanogo, announced on April 12 that they will not attend the upcoming G20 finance ministers and central bank governors meeting in Washington. The reason for their absence is that the United States, as the current G20 chair, did not approve their participation. This development, reported by GG Press, further underscores the deteriorating relationship between the United States and South Africa. Minister Godongwana conveyed this information to Bloomberg News while transiting through Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport en route to Washington for the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and World Bank spring meetings. He stated that while South Africa is a G20 member, it would not be a part of the G20 this year due to the lack of U.S. approval. He expressed an expectation that South Africa would resume its activities within the G20 once the chairmanship is transferred to the United Kingdom, highlighting significant diplomatic tensions between the two nations. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.